my 5 favorite fishing lures. I know, you're probably watching this like you've already done a video like this, or you've already done so many top 5 videos. Well, I'm doing it again. Some of you guys asked for an updated version of that video, and I am going to do that. But before we start today's video, I did want to say a big thank you to everyone who watches my videos. All of my loyal subscribers who click subscribe, comment, share the video, interact, and talk to me every time I post a video. Okay? My views are down. My channel is stagnant. I'm not gonna change my channel name. I'm not gonna change from Shimano, G. Loomis, and St. Croix. I'm not gonna do anything. Like, my channel is the way that it is. I make fishing videos, fishing tackle videos, an occasional vlog, and I fish with Matt Goes Fishing. You love smallies, don't you?
I love them.
As often as I can. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and a big thank you again. Seriously, I really appreciate it. I am the working class fishing channel. I work full time, I make videos when I can. Well, I'm not the, but I'm one of them. So anyway, rambling, enough. Start now. First up, you do have the Megabass Vision 110 Plus One. Yes, this bait does go 6 to 11 feet. I have used the Vision 110, and I like it, but you guys know that the 110 Plus One is my favorite jerkbait to use. It's actually the only jerkbait that I will use. Yes, I've used Duo. Yes, I've used Rapala, Strike King, other brands, you name it, Lucky Craft, but this is my favorite. I have done a few videos about this bait, why it works. This is actually my own personal ultimate jerkbait for smallmouth bass. I almost feel like they can't resist this. You know what I mean? Like when they see it in the water. The perch color. I think it looks really good, and I do plan on throwing it this fall. So, bait number 1. Megabass Vision 110 Plus One in the GP Pro Perch color. There you go. You will notice that right here you do have the Rapala DT6 in the blaze color. And many of you know that the Rapala DT6 was actually the bait responsible for catching my new personal best largemouth bass. Now granted, yes, it was at a pond. Yes, it was out in the middle of nowhere, but still, I've caught a ton of largemouth bass and smallmouth bass with this bait. I mean, honestly, that tight wobble in cold water is amazing. It's definitely going to trigger that lateral line. The color scheme, I've found that they love it. I've caught fish on it in the spring, summer, fall, all times of the year, but I don't know. It's just something about this color. It's called Blaze, that it's one of my all-time favorite crankbaits. And you know, another thing too, I'm going to have, even though we just started, I'm going to have each bait, the price of each bait, a link to the bait, and 1 or 2 videos, maybe 3, with each bait or fishing with each bait. So you guys will have that plus 10 more fishing videos you want to check out. But anyway, on to the next bait on the list. You do have the Vision 110. You have the Rapala DT6. Up next is the Strike King Coffee Tube. It is the 3.5-inch Pro model, and the color, of course, is, you already know what it is, the Natural Goby. This bait right here, I'm going to tell you what. If you're in the north or the Midwest and you're fishing for smallmouth bass and you're not throwing a tube, you're probably doing something wrong.
You have fun with that, man? Yeah.
Got
There you go. Okay, nice fish. Yeah, you got a good one, dude. You got a good one. Oh, big fish.
Just take a good look at the bait. If you look at the green on the top and then the silver bluish with the black flake on the bottom, that actually does look like a goby. And like I keep saying, a goby is a natural food source to a lot of fish, but especially a smallmouth bass. If you guys have not tried a natural goby coffee tube, I strongly suggest you do that. The natural goby coffee tube has actually caught my personal best smallmouth bass, along with a bunch of other smallmouth. anything from a pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds. I've seen people throw a coffee tube and catch 5, 6, and 7 pound smallmouth. So definitely give this a try. If I know that I'm going to be fishing for largemouth bass, whether it be a public lake, a private lake, a pond, a river, you name it, flipping and pitching, jig trailer, swim jig, swimming the bait, fishing it weightless, so many ways. Even for smallmouth bass too, but anyway, largemouth bass is the main target with this. It's going to be the Googan Baits Bandito bug. And like I've said before many times, the black and blue color is my favorite color. Take that out of the package. Look at this. How does that not look good to you? Just look. Just look at that. No, these baits are not the most durable. And yes, sometimes the sauce is like, the slaunch sauce is kind of overkill. But I'm going to tell you what, this has become my favorite bait to Texas rig. This and something like a brush hog are two soft plastics that you can Texas rig that like I always have on me if I'm going to be throwing a Texas rig. You guys know that. You've seen that a lot lately, especially at the public parks and public lakes that I've been fishing. This right here, for sure. So just a quick little recap here. You do have the Vision 110 Plus one in the GP Pro Perch color. Again, smallmouth bass, love it, okay? You do have the Rapala DT6. That rattle, that balsa wood, and that long-standing Rapala brand. These are both baits right here that I have to have. And so is this, and really so is this. These are all baits that I stand by, okay? Strike King, Rapala, Megabass, the Googan Bandito bug. These are all brands that I fish, that I've caught fish with. These are baits that I have on me at all times. And I mean, yes, this bait is brand new, and I had this instead of the Table Rock SP just for a better color for filming, let's be honest. But anyway, you guys will see me fish with these in all of the videos right here. The last bait is a War Eagle 3/8 double willow blade spinnerbait. Now some of you may be wondering, oh, AR Casting, I'm a fan of yours, I'm in Michigan, I know you love to throw a drop shot. Why is the drop shot not in your top 5? Well, that is because I picked a spinnerbait just so it's not another plastic. I wanted to have 2 plastics, 2 hard baits, and a spinnerbait. Instead of a Texas rig, I could have done a jig. Instead of a crankbait, I could have done a different jerk bait. Instead of a bug, I could have done a brush hog. Nah, let's give some variation. War Eagle 3/8 double willow blade. This is not only one of my favorite spinnerbaits, but one of my favorite color spinnerbaits. And just in case you guys did want to see the drop shot instead of the spinnerbait, like I said, I'm going to have 2 to 3 videos from each bait and fishing related in the description. And I'm also going to play a catch with the drop shot like right now. Come on. That's a big bass. At least it looks like it. Just kidding. It's not a monster, but it's a decent one. Right as soon as I got to the rocks with that dragon drop. Whew. Mission accomplished. Bass on the Morning Dawn dragon drop. Not huge, but it's like a 2.5 pounder for sure. Let's get a good look at him. All right, fish fought hard. I was just about to reel up that drop shot. In conclusion, I know I've been saying that lately. If you guys have any questions about the coffee tube, or the bandito bug, or the spinnerbait, the jerkbait, which I just failed when I tried to pick up, the DT6, anything, you name it, let me know in the comments. I say this all the time, and you guys know that I hold true to that statement. I reply to all your comments. I love talking to you guys. And also, if you have any questions about the rod, the reel, the line, the drag setting, the brake settings, how you cast it, how you fish it, whatever, let me know. And you guys know that I will answer your questions again. If you look in the corner of my channel homepage, you will see featured channels, and it will say Michigan Fishing. You will have people like Matt Goes Fishing, Tokes Outdoors, Northern Mike Fishing, Ben Nowak, Extreme Outdoorsman, Fish Hook Terry, Bass and Bill 96, JC Drop Shot, you name it, a whole bunch of different channels. Anyway, enough of the rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I look forward to talking to you in the comments. And one last thing before we go.
You do, don't you? Well, you gotta say something. I don't have the
Oh man. That's a real good one. Good work, Joe. Oh, nice work.
You're welcome. Not my first rodeo. That's a great start on
Oh, nice work. Great first fish of the day.
Yeah. Great first fish of the day. Let's get a picture here.